National Football League.
Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set. Ball is teed up. Chris Boswell to do the honors. And here we go on Monday Night Primetime. Return starts at the 9. He stopped on the run back at the 27. So out come the Giants. Their first drive of the game coming up. And they'll be led out by this dual-threat quarterback.
As you take the field coming off of a real late season bye, you just want to maximize what last week was all about. Making sure that physically, mentally, emotionally you're recharged so you can go attack the final stretch of this season.
Big trouble now and the ball is out. Oh, heads up play from the Giants there. They get to the loose ball and make the recovery. Wow, that was fast. Might be time to take a step back, and we just started this game. Maybe take a couple of deep breaths. Very first snap, and he nearly gave it away. That could have mentally taken them out of this game.
Yeah, for the player, a little bit easier to respond. For the coaches on the sidelines, that drives them crazy to see the ball on the ground. And you know how precious this ball is in this game? Well, take care of it.
He's taken out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Oh, he puts some air under this one, right side. That's complete inside the 35. And he will take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Giants take a 6-0 lead right away. And with that score, he's reached a benchmark he's long had his eye on. 30 touchdowns in one season. And he's going to come away pleased with how well he has played to put up that kind of number this year. Graham Gano to tack on the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Giants will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Steelers nothing.
Gano ready to send this away.
Kickoff for New York.
Has this at the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So the Steeler offense getting out there for its opening drive of the game. And bringing them out now, a quarterback who really knows how to make something exciting happen.
And you could feel it, Kate. He wasn't content at any point of last week's game. As he led them to a win, he kept pushing higher and higher. 300 yards, 350, 400, and he was still driving the ball downfield as the game ended with a good bit over 400 yards. With his mindset, that's the minimum bar for him to attack this week.
And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. A gain of 15 there. And the Steelers have a first down.
Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll go play action. Left side, caught by Metcalf. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
That's another Steelers.
Trying an inside give to Warren. He dodged the tackle. And they're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26. He gets 16 yards on that play. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
That's another Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
We'll send him over right. Going to the ground again on first. Like the turnaround these last 2 plays, huh? Nice gain on one, and now they get him behind the line. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play, and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
He'll try and run this. He wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first.
Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Warren running between the tackles. And he gets into the end end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers finish off their opening drive. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes. Not quite sure what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ. I'm going to guess so until that defense proves they can stop it.
That one right down the middle. And the Steelers respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Here's a return from the 7. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Giants and their wide receivers set for this next possession. And this truly has been an excellent campaign for him, sitting among the NFL's top 5 in receiving yards. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Trying to throw this from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. 3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? To the air on 3rd and long. He's going to run for it. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
That's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. That defense rallied. They responded. Force a 4th down.
The Giants readying to punt, and they're going to send out the lefty, Jamie Gillen, for the kick. Brings it in at the 12. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. Up close to the 30. Mike Tomlin sending his Steelers out there for another drive. Their last drive contained a heavy dose of the ground game, a little old-school dominance on the way to a touchdown. Brock, let's see if they stick with it or if they go aerial this time around. They'll start on the ground here with Warren. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Brian Burns coming up with the stop. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Slot man's in motion right. On 2nd down, Warren. That is exactly why you rally to the football. Got through one tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming. Still managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and AT for attack. Exactly what he did.
Jukes a man, he's running free. Jukes another one. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. Down inside the 40 now with a 1st down following that last play. They send Metcalf left. A give left side to Warren. He's going to lose a yard here. Defense there to force him out behind the line. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Looking in the air here. Completed over the middle. And he's stopped just shy of that 1st down at the 28. 3rd down upcoming. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him an out to pick up the 1st down.
The Steelers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Finds him over the middle. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's a throw. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers break the tie here in the 1st. Pat Freiermuth, the touchdown. That gives him a mark of distinction for this season. He's now up to 40 touchdown passes this year, and it's part of one of the more impressive campaigns that we've seen from an NFL QB. Boswell gets that point after to go. And the Steelers take the lead here, 14-7 in the first.
14, Giants 7.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Fielded at the 7. He's stopped on the run back of the 27. Now here comes the New York offense. They're still in search of that first down of this game, Brock. Hoping to put together a drive and avoid calling on the punter again. New York to the line. 1st and 10. Here's their first carry of the game for the Syracuse rookie. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. He keeps this one himself. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Giants are going to have the first down.
A gain of 16 yards. And the Giants first down.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Now here's Cam Scattergood on the ground. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
And the Giants first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. So we're through one as everyone tries to stay warm on what has been a very cold night. It's a 14-7 game. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. Welcome back. We'll begin this second quarter with the Giants in possession. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Dive play straight ahead. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
This one doesn't get much. Down to the 41. Patrick Queen ranging in for the tackle.
It's a gain of 4.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, they've been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force them into a misstep in a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right?
Yeah.
And I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
The Steelers are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And last drive, he reached one of those numbers that everyone looks at as a benchmark after the season ends, Brock. Quite the year that he's put together finding the end zone. And it's picked up by the Giants. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
You know, this just can't happen on 1st down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is a premium on every down, every distance. But on 1st down, it is especially a killer.
The Giants offense all set to get started. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and more...
Touchdown, New York. The Giants can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead.
Giants
Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. Great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Here's a return from the 7. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. And with precious little time remaining in our season, he's the NFL leader in touchdown receptions. All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. Takes the handoff, now to throw. Look at that power, deep left side. He's got it inside the 25. There it is, touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers take the lead on the first play of the drive.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary. Just made him pay.
Boswell to add the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Steelers break that tie and now lead by 7.
Giants 14.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Starting from the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Giants and this running back headed back out for a new series. And they've gone to him as a receiver to complement his presence in the backfield, Brock, to some good early results. Giants lining things up. 1st and 10. On the handoff. And he manages 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play with whatever you want to do. So as for me, I like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
A quick throw completed out to the left. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
1st down. An 8-yard pickup. 1st down, Giants.
Throwing from the gun here. Short pass brought in. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
8 yards on the pickup.
He'll hang on to it on the 2nd down option. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs. The ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down.
A 5-yard gain on the play. 1st down, Giants.
Looking to throw here. He finds Johnson. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That play for wide open.
It's Scatterboard on 2nd down. This one's going to move him all the way down to the 25-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it's good for a New York 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Right up the gut. Screen the center of the field. And this is going to get them all the way to the red zone. He's taken down at the 13-yard line. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And the Giants are going to have the 1st down. He takes off with it. And that is exactly what you're looking for on a 1st down run. He picked up 7. Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Lone back gets the handoff. And he's going to be knocked backwards. This loses yards to the 7. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Giants can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead.
These touchdowns on the season haven't all looked the same, but boy, has he made a habit of scoring touchdowns on the ground.
Gano for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Giants tie this game at 21. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Returning it from the 4. And this drive will start inside the 25. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch a breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
And this play reaches the 35 before it comes to an end. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down. All set to go now from the 35. First down, play action. It is cut left side. Now first down only gets about a yard here, and the defender there to force him out.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
Design quarterback run here. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Micah McFadden able to make the play.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. Fourth down coming up. The Steelers set to punt it. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. Here come the Giants, ready to take over again on offense. And in a high-scoring game to this point, everyone anticipating, well, even more points as they take the field. The New York offense ready to get going here. It's first and 10. Now come out throwing. Throwing the out route complete. And he's able to get across the 25 before stepping out. Second and 3 now.
Out of bounds at the 27-yard line. It's a gain.
Running it now out of the gun. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means third down coming up.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
Shotgun now on third down. Brought in right side. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. They gain 11 on that play. And it's good for a New York first down. Plenty of points already, partner, as we have reached the 2-minute warning. More on Monday Night Primetime in just a moment. Back to pass on first and 10. Jump off caught by his back. Crosses midfield, still going. And he's got this one down to the enemy 35 before they force him out. All right, they look set now. Here we go, first and 10.
A gain of 27 on the play. First down.
He's going to throw this one. Catch made over the middle. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. Offense is set, first and 10.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Sticking to the air here. Quick slant cut by Neighbors. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
To Malik Neighbors. A gain of 5 brings up second.
This option play now on second down. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It's a gain of
We
8.
keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
First down. First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Back to throw. This one's caught. And he drives this forward to the 6. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4. At the Steelers' 6-yard line.
Pass play coming here. And he hauls it in. Touchdown, New York. The Giants take the lead just before halftime. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown.
Giants.
It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. What makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Gano ends the point after. And the Giants break that tie and now lead by 7.
Steelers 21.
Gano ready to send this away.
Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
His return starts at the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
First and 10.
The Steelers and Jaylen Warren headed back out there offensively. Not a whole lot of time left for him to put something together here before the break. They've got blackjack on the clock. Not a ton of time to use before halftime. To throw here on first down. It's Kupp Metcalf. He's going to be brought down right at the 35. Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that first down play. Going now on first down. Escapes a defender. And this is a small pickup to the 39-yard line. Drew Phillips making the tackle.
4 yards on the
Offense at the line, but they won't snap it. We've got a timeout.
at the 39-yard line.
Throwing on seconds. Finds Metcalf there over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield.
A gain of 12 yards.
All right, whistles. They've got a timeout. 7 seconds to go in this half.
First down.
Look at all this time. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage. Not everyone's a fan of the out-of-town scoreboard. We'll keep our focus right here. Let's get back to football with the start of the second half. Return coming from the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. We'll see the Steeler offense first this half as they're headed out now. All their scoring has kept them close, but they still find themselves trailing by just a little in this third quarter. Back now, pressure coming. That's DK on the slant. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. Coming to the line for another first and 10.
On the play. And the Steelers
Throwing off the play fake. Rolling out to his left. He's calling his own number again. Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4.
brings up 2nd and 4 at the 43-yard line.
Dropping back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And they make the tackle at the 38.
17 yards.
We're all set now. 1st and 10.
For a Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. Racing down the left side. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out.
22 more yards. That's another Steelers first down.
From the red zone on first. Finds a man right side. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers cut into the lead coming out of halftime. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
Boswell to add the PAT. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Steelers tie us up 28-all. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Return starts at the 3. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Giants and Malik Neighbors set to go to work again. It's all squared up again following that touchdown, partner, so some added importance on this series. New York to the line. 1st and 10. They'll throw to start the drive. And the steel curtain just too much. He's taken down. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
Kate, speaking from experience here, what happens now with the 3rd sack allowed, especially on an early down like that, is that head coach and coordinator going to have a conversation? Okay, we got to fix this. Do we slide? Do we chip? Do we keep more people in? Because the one thing you can't do is keep getting your quarterback hit.
He has it all the way inside the opposing 40.
It's a pickup of 44 yards. And the Giants, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Just about every offense since the beginning of time, since the forward pass, Kate, has loved a tight end that can stretch the middle of the field. Man, I remember as a kid watching Kellen Winslow Sr. dice up right here. Offense.
Padoni there to haul it in. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And the Giants are going to have the 1st down.
A gain of 14. And the Giants, 1st down.
Driving forward with Scatterboo. He's going to take this down to the 11-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the 1st.
That's another Giants 1st down. A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down.
A give now from the gun. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
On the handoff, here's Scatterboo. And he will take it in. Touchdown, New York. The Giants grab the lead on their 1st series of the half. Well, Brock, you found himself some space to work, and from there, wow, all athleticism as he made his way into the end zone.
You got that right, Kate. Just that speed. You got to have some different gear when you get down here to the red zone. It's hard to score rushing touchdowns, and that running back sees the open space, he sees the green grass, and he finishes it off with 6.
The nose point after is good. And the Giants break that tie and now lead by 7.
Steelers 28.
Gano ready to send this away.
Gano to kick off for New York.
Starting from the 5. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Pittsburgh getting its offense all set to go. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. They put a receiver in motion right. They'll start the drive with Warren. Jukes away from one. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Going to the ground again on 1st. And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Steelers have a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Warren once more. Quick adjustment defensively to stop him this time, so no gain on 1st down.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
And they're going to throw out of the gun. Roman Wilson reels it in. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
A gain of 10 yards. That's another steal.
Warren running between the tackles. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
This is Metcalf working that right side. And they'll get there and stop him at the line. From the gun on third down. Complete beyond the marker. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers can tie it up after hitting Pater in the third. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Point after up and good from Boswell. And the Steelers tie this game 35 apiece. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Giants and running back Cam Scadaboo trotting back out there. And we've seen some matching touchdowns as of late, so the scoring coming at a good clip, Brock. Let's see if they can keep this up.
You know what's fun, Kate? After all of these years, I have friends that are offensive guys and friends that are defensive guys. And my friends watching this one offensively love it. The defensive guys, they're climbing up their walls.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
Throwing out to the left. Come! Nice seam in the defense as he crosses the 45. And they're going to get to him right along that midfield stripe, Brock, as he set out.
First down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Throwing from the gun here. Stepping up, and he's going to run. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. He just gets down inside the 35-yard line.
Giants.
A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
10 at the 32-yard line.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
You know, Kate, sometimes football and poker have a lot in common. You don't want to tell at the poker table, and you don't want one at the line of scrimmage. Sometimes just it's alignment. It's the way these linemen breathe. It's the blood in their knuckles that defenders read and react to. I think that time a tell was in play because the defense was all over that counter before it could get started.
They'll run here on first down. He surges ahead for 5. Make it second down.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Throwing from the gun. Dumps it off to his running back. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. Just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's been a thrilling game, an absolute barn burner that is shockingly still tied as we get set for the 4th. Drive has gone 8 plays now as they face 3rd and 3. They're throwing it. And got his man. Touchdown, New York. The Giants take a 4th quarter lead. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Gano ends the point after. And the Giants break that tie and now lead by 7.
42. Steelers 35.
Gano ready to send this away. Has this at the 6. This makes it up to the 25. The Steelers headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. They'll start on the ground here with Warren. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Will one defender fail? Well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
The give here on second. And again, they'll get there to meet him at the line and take him down.
Well, Kate, that's a quick hitter to the big guy, and that's what you normally expect to see out of it. Not a huge gain, just picking up a little bit before they stall him out.
He puts him there under it, deep down the left. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
Ooh, baby, there's way too much behind that kick, and he knew it. That's all the way over the end zone for a touchback. First call here coming from the shotgun. The Giants about to get to work on offense. They were able to say mission accomplished on their last series, finding that end zone, but the work, Steelers bringing pressure, no place to go, down he goes. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
I know the scoreboard doesn't say it, but this has been a winning effort up front defensively. One of the keys to their success was going to be this pass rush and sacking the quarterback, and they can check that box.
Throwing it on second down. He dodged the tackle. Hits him on the out route. And he's up across the 20 before going out of bounds.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 8.
Throw here, 3rd down. Oh, he was on the move, and so was the defense, and they take him down. And now it's 5 sacks for them in this one. Man, this defense is eating. Latest brings up 4th down. The Giants are set to punt. He has it at the 22. Space pass for 35. They found some space to do a little damage there before they bottle him up. And now Pittsburgh's offense running back out for a new series. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. They go play action on first down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
For Johnny Smith. Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
And again on 2nd and 10. It is cut left side. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. They strike for 23 yards. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
At the 37-yard line.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
His charge towards the line. It's right around 3 yards. 4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Now here he goes on the boot. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. They pick up at 17. And the Steelers have a first down.
That's good for a Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Trying an inside give to Warren. And he got what he could there, only to the 14. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Setting up to throw. And that's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers now trail by just a point in the 4th. And that is his 4th touchdown reception of the game. And if you wonder how rare that is, only a couple of active players have ever achieved it in their careers, and it's been done less than 50 times in league history. So a chance to tie it up again here in the 4th. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th.
Chris Boswell.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. He stopped on the run back at the 27. New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. They're headed out there after just watching their lead disappear, but going off of that, an opportunity does exist now for an immediate answer.
And I'm going to say the quiet thing out loud here, Kate. There is a part of this offensive group that just loves this opportunity. They get the chance right now to answer, and not just that, but possibly come up with a game-winning drive.
And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. Give him 24 yards on that one. And it's good for a New York first down.
First down.
Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already at midfield. Shotgun snap. They'll throw. This one's going to hit the ground. Incomplete. Looking for his running back there. Going to send him back to the drawing board now for second down.
It's now 2nd and
10. He's dropping back to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. But if that defense was flying around and making the play.
Looking for Malik Neighbors that time. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on 3rd down than they did on 2nd. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
So out now comes the punter. It's going to be Jamie Gillen doing the honors. The Steelers ready for their next series. Let out on offense by their quarterback. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Shotgun handoff to Warren. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. He'll motion the tight end over. 2nd and manageable. He's throwing. Oh, he's in trouble, and he's going to go down. The Giants are all over it. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming 3rd down.
This is a time where you get in that huddle and you just look at one another and say, hey, let's get back in rhythm. Get back in rhythm. Get something good to feel good about. Sure, you'd love to get the first down, but more than anything, just find a positive play after a huge sack.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. He'll throw it. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. On now comes their punter. And he's only a handful of yards from his own goal line. Pulled in at the 20. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up past their own 30. Now here comes the New York offense. And they're playing with a chance to take the lead right here. Get a nice little cushion in what has been an otherwise really close game.
Yeah, and really the mindset, Kate, is this has got to be the drive. When you break the huddle, you look at each other and say, right now, these are the moments that tilt the game in our favor. Because you know if you don't get it done, you're giving your opponent that opportunity. This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Second down pass play coming. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that highly focused defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
They'll bring out the punter here. And this is going to be his fourth effort tonight. And this one never had a shot. It's well over the goal line and the end zone entirely, and that'll be a touchback. The Steelers and Jaylen Warren headed back out there offensively. Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones. Continuing to hit this defense. More good numbers well into this second half. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10, back to throw. Completed over the middle. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards. That brings us to the 2-minute warning in Pittsburgh. Steelers don't want to see this one go to overtime. Giants into the nickel, 3rd down. He's back to throw. Getting out to his left. He's going to run for it. How about that play, Brock? On 3rd and 14, they find a way to convert.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Setting up to pass. He's got a man left. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. Steelers working with a sense of urgency from the hurry-up clock, continuing to run. He'll look to throw it.
At the 40-yard line.
He's going to tuck it and run. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. Over the pace here as the clock continues to run.
First down. First and 10 at the 48.
He has to throw. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. He sent a man in motion. On 1st down, Warren. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. The Giants using their first timeout. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. A momentary speed bump there on what has otherwise been a great drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. That's for the quick hitter. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. Timeout called, and that's going to be the 2nd for New York. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal. Play number 9 of the drive. It's going to be 3rd and 5 to go. Now to throw. Making the call himself. They gain 11 on that play. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh. The Giants are going to call their final timeout here. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Wary of the clock here, Brock, but at least all their timeouts are still available. It's 1st and 10. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. That one stopped right at the line for no gain. This is going to be 2nd down.
You see that sweep blown up before it gets to the outside, you know defensively, tremendous anticipation. But even more, better execution.
Motion man sent left. On 2nd down, Warren. And they find him after just a yard. It's 3rd down. So here's Chris Boswell in a high-pressure spot. This will be around a 33-yarder for him. The kick is good. He got it. And he drills the chip shot to win them this game. So make a check in the win column for the Steelers. And with overtime in their back pocket, they weren't going to lose it at the end, but they still managed to set up the field goal, and he executed the game winner. What a memorable way to win it.